In a move that has sent shockwaves through the rugby world, Courtney Lawes has officially announced his return to international contention, declaring that he is unretiring from England duty on the very same day his move to Sale Sharks was confirmed. At 37 years old, and with a career that already places him among England's modern greats, Lawes' decision represents both a bold personal statement and a significant development for English rugby. Having stepped away from Test rugby not long ago, many believed his international career had quietly come to an end. Instead, the veteran forward has reignited the possibility of adding another chapter to his already illustrious journey. A homecoming with purpose. Lawes' return to England comes after a two-season stint in France with CA Brive, where he has been plying his trade in the Pro D2 competition. While his time abroad offered a new challenge and a different rugby culture, the pull of home, and the Premiership, ultimately proved too strong to resist. The announcement of his departure from Brive immediately sparked widespread speculation about his next destination. Given his deep roots with Northampton Saints, where he made nearly 300 appearances and built his legacy, many expected a romantic return to Franklin's Gardens. However, Lawes had other ideas. Instead, he has opted for a new challenge in the Northwest, signing a one-year deal with Sale Sharks. The move signals not only his desire to continue competing at the highest level but also his belief in what Sale are building as a club. "I'm really excited to be joining Sale," Lawes said following the announcement. "I've been out of the Premiership for a couple of years now, and I just want to finish my career playing at the top level." His words reflect a player who is far from winding down. If anything, Lawes appears re-energized, motivated by the prospect of testing himself once again against elite competition, still hungry, still capable. One of the most striking aspects of Lawes' announcement is his confidence in his own physical condition. At an age when many players have long since retired or transitioned into coaching roles, he insists that he remains more than capable of competing with the best. "My body feels good, and I'm still performing at a high level," he explained. "I feel like I can compete with the best of them, and then some." That belief is central to his decision to continue playing. For Lawes, the idea of retiring while still capable of contributing at a high level is not something he is willing to accept. "If I retired now, I'd probably regret it when I was older," he admitted. "As a rugby player, you've got a very finite career, and you're a long time retired. I want to make the most of it while I can." It is a sentiment that resonates with many elite athletes, the understanding that opportunities at the top level are fleeting and must be seized while they last. Why Sale Sharks? While Northampton Saints will always hold a special place in Lawes' heart, his decision to join Sale was influenced by both professional and personal factors. "When I decided I wanted to come back to the Premiership, there were only a couple of teams I would have signed for," he revealed. "Obviously Saints because of my history, but Sale were the other one. One key factor was geography. Lawes' wife has family in Cheshire, making the move to Sale a natural fit from a lifestyle perspective. But beyond that, he sees genuine potential in the squad being assembled at the club." Sale Sharks have been steadily building a competitive team in recent years, blending experienced internationals with emerging talent. "The addition of Lawes is another clear statement of intent. I think Sale have got a brilliant squad," he said. "Hopefully I can add to that, and we'll see what we can do next year." He also highlighted the presence of familiar faces within the setup. Having played alongside many of Sale's England contingent during his international career, Lawes will not be walking into an unfamiliar environment. "I've played with a lot of the England lads," he noted. "And Dorian West was my first forwards coach as a professional player." The prospect of reuniting with former teammates and coaches undoubtedly adds to the appeal of the move. A club on the rise. Sale's ambitions are further underlined by their recruitment strategy. Lawes pointed to the arrivals of players like Joe Marchant and Alex Lozowski as evidence of the club's intent to compete at the highest level. "These are guys who will add a lot, both on and off the field," he said. For Sale, securing a player of Lawes' caliber is a major coup. His experience, leadership, and versatility, capable of playing both in the second row and the back row, make him a valuable asset in any squad. Director of Rugby Alex Sanderson was quick to emphasize the impact Lawes is expected to have. "Courtney is the kind of player and person that suits this club," Sanderson said. "He's robust, dynamic around the park, and he hits hard. But he's got a fantastic skill set that makes him so much more than just a physical presence." Sanderson also highlighted Lawes' reputation within the game, noting that his professionalism and character have earned widespread respect. Rugby is a small world, he added. If you're a good bloke, you work hard, and you bring energy to a club that gets around, and that's exactly what you hear about Courtney. Leadership and experience. Perhaps the most valuable aspect of Lawes' arrival is his leadership. A former England captain, he brings a wealth of experience from the highest levels of the game, including multiple Rugby World Cups and 2 tours with the British and Irish Lions. He wants to bring people with him and lead from the front, Sanderson said. I love that. He knows what it's like to play and win on the biggest stage. For a club aiming to challenge for silverware, having a figure like Lawes in the dressing room could prove transformative. His presence alone is likely to raise standards, both in training and on match days. The England dream rekindled. While his club move is significant, it is Lawes' international ambitions that have generated the most intrigue. By declaring himself available for England selection once again, he has thrown his hat back into the ring at a time when the national team is looking to build towards the 2027 Rugby World Cup. I'm officially unretiring from international duty, Lawes confirmed. I'd love to play for England again. However, he was quick to stress that his immediate focus remains on performing well for Sale. First and foremost, I want to play well for Sale, and we'll see what happens after that, he said. This measured approach reflects an understanding that selection will depend on form and fitness. But given his pedigree, it would be unwise to rule him out. A statement of intent from Sale's perspective, the signing of Lawes is about more than just adding a talented player, it is a statement of ambition. Courtney believes in what we're doing and wants to be part of it, Sanderson said. He's coming back to try and win trophies and play international rugby again, and he believes he can do that with us. The move also signals the club's broader aspirations. It's another sign of the intent of the club, Sanderson added. The passion and commitment of the owners to really put Sale on the map. The final chapter. As Lawes prepares for what could be the final chapter of his playing career, there is a sense that he is determined to go out on his own terms. Rather than fading quietly into retirement, he has chosen to take on a fresh challenge, test himself once more at the highest level, and potentially add to his international legacy. It is a bold move, but one that feels entirely in keeping with the player he has always been: committed, competitive, and unafraid to push boundaries. Whether he ultimately earns another England cap remains to be seen. But one thing is certain: Courtney Lawes is not done yet, and for Sale Sharks, England fans, and rugby supporters around the world, that is an exciting prospect indeed.